Hey everyone, and welcome back, focused learners. Let's jump right into today's explainer. We are looking at a seriously cool, highly customized operating system setup called the FFFUS Linux mod. This was put together by the developer PP4MK Linux, and honestly, it's just a fascinating case study. It blends that raw speed and flexibility we love about Linux with the gorgeous spatial elegance of a Mac interface. So, if you've ever found yourself wishing your rig could run lightning fast, but still keep that incredibly clean, premium aesthetic, well, let's take a visual tour of how this whole environment comes together. Now, to really grasp the philosophy behind this specific build, we gotta start with the creator's own words right from their forum post. They wrote, "The original looks like a Mac. This modded is a mix Linux, Mac, but it is what I want now." I absolutely love that quote. I mean, it hits the nail right on the head, doesn't it? That is the ultimate promise of open source software and deep system customization. You're not just rigidly copying another OS, you're taking the absolute best pieces of different environments and molding them into something totally bespoke, something that fits your exact workflow. And as we look through this today, you'll see exactly how they pulled off this specific vision. Okay, so section 1, let's officially meet the FFFUS mod. All right, looking right at the About This Computer dialog, we can see the heart of this machine. The OS is designated as F96CE_FFCE_Fusili, and it's running on a FXFFUS64 base with a 6.0.12 FP kernel. But here is the real kicker. What I really want to draw your attention to is the resource management. Look at that memory usage. It is sitting at just under 1,500 megabytes in use, and that's on an older i2 processor. In the world of modern desktop environments, that is just literally unbelievably lightweight. It's absolute proof that you don't have to sacrifice your system resources just to get a beautiful, modern-looking graphical interface. So, how exactly are they achieving this crazy blend of performance and aesthetics? Well, it all comes down to the installation and that base architecture. The creator notes they did a frugal install to their hard drive. If you're new to how things work in the Puppy Linux ecosystem, a frugal install basically means the OS is compressed into just a few files, which lets it boot up incredibly fast. Plus, they managed to keep their previous save file configuration, meaning zero loss personalized settings when migrating over to this new mod. And actually, my favorite detail here is the developer's guiding philosophy. They use this tagline: "Education runs faster in RAM." By running the core components directly from the system's temporary memory, the RAM, the whole desktop experience is just blazing fast. Built on XFCE/Fusili, you are absolutely guaranteed that lightweight speed. Moving right along to section 2, let's explore this Mac Linux hybrid desktop. Up at the top left of the screen, completely replacing your traditional start menu or application launcher, we have what the creator calls the X-Apple menu. Check out that stylized, winking dog apple logo. It's such a clever little nod to the FXFFUS roots mixed right in with that Mac inspiration. But listen, this isn't just a static icon sitting up there. This really sleek drop-down menu is cleverly powered under the hood by an XFCE plugin. It gives you instant access to system preferences, the App Store, and all your power options like sleep, restart, and shutdown. It flawlessly mimics that classic macOS navigation flow, but the whole shebang is running entirely on open-source Linux tools. No way, right? And this brilliantly illustrates one of the most transformative UI tweaks in the entire mod. Just take a look at the Thunar file manager here. Notice anything missing from the actual window? There are zero traditional menus, no file, edit, view, or help attached to the browser itself. Instead, just like the creator points out, all those window menus are seamlessly pushed up and displayed directly inside the global top panel. This is a total hallmark of Mac design. Bringing it over here saves so much precious vertical screen real estate. And honestly, it just creates a well cleaner, far less cluttered window for whatever application you're actively using at the time. Next up, section 3. Let's talk about navigation and workspaces. So, anchoring the bottom of the screen, we've got the plank dock. If you are going for that Mac-like experience on Linux, a centralized dock is basically non-negotiable. The creator has really carefully curated the first few icons in the stock to highlight the absolute most used programs. Going from left to right, we've got the App Finder, then that Mac-styled Finder face that opens the Thunar file manager, followed by the Firefox web browser, the XFCE terminal for your command line access, and finally, the appearance settings to tweak the visuals. It is clean, it's completely distraction-free, and it keeps your main tools literally just one click away. Now you might be wondering, Okay, if there's no traditional start menu at the bottom left and that Apple menu up top is mostly for system tasks, how on earth do I find the rest of my software? Well, the old applications menu has been completely replaced by the XFCE4 app finder. When you click that first gear-like icon down in the Plank dock, it opens up this incredibly comprehensive, visually rich grid containing all your installed software. And it's got this prominent search bar right at the top so you can just quickly type and locate any app instantly. It's a super visual, totally modern way to manage your software that just perfectly complements the whole hybrid aesthetic they're going for here. All right, let's talk workflow efficiency, because I want to share a great functional pro tip straight from the creator's documentation. Say you already have a Thunar file manager window open, but you realize you need a second one so you can drag and drop files between folders. You don't even need to go all the way back to the app finder. Nope. All you have to do is locate the running applications icon right there in the Plank dock at the bottom of your screen and just hit it with your middle mouse button. Boom! That instantly launches a second instance of the exact same program. It's a tiny detail, I know, but for a power user who is obsessed with ergonomics, that is a massive time saver. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how the mod actually handles multitasking. If you're the kind of person who opens a ton of windows, you absolutely need workspaces. But the creator clearly didn't want to clutter up this gorgeous interface with some big, bulky workspace switcher. So instead, the workspaces are subtly hidden right off to the right side of the Plank dock. They just sit there as these super unobtrusive, dark, transparent squares. And when you hover over them, a really clean tooltip pops up to let you know exactly which workspace you're about to switch to. It's just a brilliant example of providing deep functionality only when the user actually goes looking for it, which keeps the desktop visually serene the rest of the time. Of course, as with literally any highly personalized custom development project, the work is never truly done, right? It's a living ecosystem. The creator, PP Form and Clinics, actually noted in their update that they are currently hunting for lost system icons and testing out different applications. The goal here? To polish the user experience even further and prepare to upload a brand new System Delta update. I mean, that shows some real dedication to refining the aesthetics and making sure that every single menu and application aligns perfectly with that fast and beautiful hybrid vision. And that brings us to the end of our visual tour. We've seen exactly how the FXFFUS mod takes the lightning-fast, RAM-based performance of Linux and perfectly wraps it in the highly ergonomic, spatial design language of a Mac. From those global menus up in the top panel to the super clean Plank dock and those cleverly hidden workspaces, it really is the best of both worlds. The creator actually made all their work publicly available through a download link on archive.org, calling the project a showcase of fast and beauty. So my question to you is, are you ready to experience this level of custom efficiency for yourself? What specific elements of this hybrid design would you totally steal for your own daily workflow? Think about it, keep learning, and I will catch you on the next explainer.